Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. 2nd and 5. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Here's Watkins. 69 yards. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly, and forcing incompletions.
On third down, Tony. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, what a move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Tony. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive.
And now off to the races down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can win the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. Oh, some strong running. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles! Here's Watkins. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Working with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. To throw again on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Being chased out left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Philly. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown. Quez Watkins on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
In your face.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Play action. It's Jackson. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He's to the 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. They'll run on first down. Tony, he'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, Tony. Nifty move. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try the left side. Tony. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing now, Jackson on first, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson, rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Here's Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott now to add the extra point. Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. First down and more for Jackson. Breaks through the contact. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
And granted, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, slant to Adams. Touchdown, Eagles! Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles continue to roll. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tony. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 161 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Giants.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the slants, watch the slants.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Toney, and a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. He's picked up at his own 46. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Mike 14, Mike 14.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
No, we changed it. Let's go.
Mike 20, Mike.
Get hot.
Let's go, D. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
You at X, you at X. 20, Mike 20. Too little.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
On 1st down, Toney. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll keep it on the ground. Toney, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down now, Tony. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Even, 4 down, even. Hey, check two.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Hey. 4 down.
And they take a knee. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed to...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tyreek. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There he goes, right side. The 20. 10, 5, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense, that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think they can follow this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.